Hey guys, welcome to SpiritualiTEA. I know we didn't have worthy reasons this week. If you noticed that, I did feel a bit worried not having to record my worthy week segment, but it's because I'm done with the books that I've read so far, and I'm still reading 2 other books, and oh my gosh, I just ordered 3 other books, so I have like 20 odd books to read. At some point I will be sharing them with you. I might even read them with you, like I said in my last Worthy Reads video. Still thinking of how to do it, because when I only started this channel 3 months ago, and I was like, part one of the segments was Worthy Reads because I had already read so many books. But now that I'm done summarizing those books with you and sharing them with you, I have to like kind of start from scratch and in a different way, I'm hoping. So let's see how this goes. I will share those when I am almost done, so maybe by December I will just share with you these other 2 books that I read, or I'll just start from from the very beginning in January and just read it with you, the books that I plan on starting to read for the year. Yes, I don't know how, but it always takes me just about a year to get through a book because I don't rush it. I like to pace myself, and this year the difference is I read 2 books. I'm reading 2 books at the same time, so this is why I'm thinking of taking a different approach as well. Okay, so on SpiritualiTEA today, I wanted to spend some time just speaking about purpose, and from a perspective of you discovering or figuring out what, or not you, I'd say we, figuring out what our point of being here is, or what we want to achieve being here, I first of all, one of the things I wanted to highlight, or the main thing I want to highlight about purpose or purposefulness or purposeful living, is that your purpose shouldn't come from external sources. It should really come from you. So introspection is necessary for, I believe, in figuring out what your purpose is, or what you like to do, what you like your life to represent here. I think also that we do come into this world with purpose because we choose to be here. However, consciously we strategically have to define it more and more as we go through our expansion. Okay, I'm not sure if you can relate to that, but having several passions or being able to do a lot of stuff, like having several talents, I can say that I definitely go through days of, wow, I have so many things that I want to do, so many things that I've started that I've not seen the expected improvements or growth in, or profitability in, whichever, but what I have found is that for me, it is, I realized I had to stop thinking of results and think of the process, or stop thinking of the destination and focus on the journey of getting those things in. And once I started to do that, it stopped feeling stressful for me. Like I stopped feeling like, hey, oh my gosh, I have to get this done by this time, and feeling disappointed when I hadn't, So I feel that we need to ask ourselves certain questions when we're figuring out what our purpose is for us. What do we like doing, and purpose can be anything. It could be your career, it could be just your general existence, what you want to be remembered as. I remember reading the book, I think it was The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, that mentioned about what you like your obituary, your eulogy to sound like. So it was like, write down your eulogy, and from the perspective of someone at your funeral, describing the life that you would have, that you've lived, and this should give you an idea of the purpose you want to embrace, or who you want to become, or who you're becoming, not just want to become, but who you're becoming, and also allow you to reflect on your current path, your current choices, and see how it aligns or doesn't align with where you are, or where you want to be, in the future. As much as I encourage myself and others to think of the moment, it is nice to have a healthy idea of who you want to be, but not adding pressure on yourself, because the journey is what's most important. have you ever noticed that when you set a goal and you accomplish it, you just like, yay, so what now, you know? So focus more on the journey, and in figuring out what you want, maybe attempting to write your own eulogy might give you some clarity on that. So I wanted to share that suggestion with you. When I did mine, I think I was focused mostly on character traits, not anything to do with businesses or physical accomplishment like a house or none of that. It was mostly to do with like my character. Like I want to be remembered as someone who cared and who was very helpful and who always inspired positivity in others, and who was always, you know, looking on the bright side of things. And it's funny because in 2020, when I had some difficulty, I was going through something spiritual, and I began losing my vision randomly. And I remember having to start a donation speech to assist me, because I was recommended or referred to a doctor in Miami at the time to get a brain MRI done to rule out the brain tumor. And when I was going through that, I was so nervous about, because at the time it was 2020 and we were also performing online for COVID, raising funds to help those who were not able to work, as well as ourselves, because we are musicians and we were also laid off. So I remember when we decided that, hey, I can't afford to pay for this now. It's gonna cost a lot. And not just that, it was very difficult to get to travel, you know, because everyone was skeptical about the vaccine, etc. So it was difficult to travel. And then an option came up for Martinique, which was less costly. So we then decided, hey, let's raise the funds to go and get this done. And I was so nervous because I was feeling like, who knows me? Like, who cares? In a weird way. I was like, who cares about me enough to, like, I mean, I've donated to people, but I was like, generally it was from two perspectives, like, who cares enough to donate to me? And also, I was so used to being the one that was helping other people that I felt maybe like people wouldn't believe that I actually needed the help, you know, which I did, because I help regardless of, like, I will literally give away my last $5 because of the feeling it gives me to do that. So, and you know, that's just me, and I knew that in my mind, that's just me, and I shouldn't expect that or impose that on anyone else, you know. So at the time when this was happening, when we first went public with what I was going through on the live video, I was so pleasantly overwhelmed and shocked at how people saw me. It really allowed me to see myself through the eyes of others. And I remember this person, I can't remember who it was, but they contacted me and said, I want to donate to you. And I was like, wow, that's really nice of you. And his words, I know it was a guy, his words were, sorry, I know you would do it in a heartbeat. And that, oh, I remember who it was. It was I remember who it was, a fellow musician. And I don't think anyone understands how much, sorry, I'm getting emotional, wow, how much it meant to me when they were just so nice to me, you know. I knew who I wanted to be. I knew that I liked being kind, and I knew that it made me happy to be nice to other people and to be there for them, whether it was financially or just listening to them or just physically being there. But I never stopped to think of, I never thought of how it was received, you know. I just was thinking like, this is what makes me feel good. I feel good when I'm nice to people, and I feel purposeful, and I feel like I'm making God happy, and that makes me happy. So I was doing it from that perspective. And then, oh my gosh, I got so many, and then so many like donations were like, they came in really well, and I was able to get my MRI done. Thankfully it was clear and everything. But what I got from this was not just, it was more than just the financial assistance. It was like hearing from people how they saw me, how they perceived me, and it made me feel like, wow, I'm really I'm doing it. I am making a difference, and people notice that people see my love, people feel my love, and that's that's really important to me, that people feel that and know that I love them, you know. I don't know how this sounds to someone hearing that, but that really was, I believe, the purpose of this experience for me. My eyes were opened somewhat while I was losing my vision to see that I am making a difference. And I'm saying this to you now, and I promise you, I'm only realizing it right now. Okay, I need a moment. I'm only realizing it right now that I'm saying it, that when I had that experience, it sounds weird, but I just felt like I was, before that, I didn't feel like anyone was seeing me. I felt invisible. Not that I felt bad or sorry for myself, but like, you just feel like, no, almost the sentence I said in the beginning, which I am kind of rescinding in my mind, but finding a reason to use it again. Who cares? Like, you're just there. You're just like normal. It makes no difference, you know. But I felt so seen and so appreciated, and guess what? It made me want to be even, it made me feel so fulfilled. And I realized that even it's great to feel good about something, but when it's also received in with your intention, the intention that you have, it makes you feel even just so freaking amazing. And that's what I got from that experience. So see how I told you when I start talking I just go on. So that gave me insight on who I wanted to be, and it was actually during that period that I decided to start my meditation. So I've been meditating every day, like I said, for the last 4 years this year. It started in 2020, and that is what led me there. You know, sometimes we are directed, or I would say guided, into situations where we have to reflect. And I decided that I don't know why I thought so. I started thinking about what caused me to think that, and I remember like having certain things, seeing certain things growing up, or feeling certain things about people, not necessarily physically things, and feeling where, like, how do I know that? Why do I feel people's feelings so intensely? You know, sorry about this sound. I live near the highway. Yeah, so I felt like this experience was to help me to see life from a different perspective. And this is where my desire to make a difference like grew even more. Like, ever since I was a little girl, I always just felt like I want my life to mean something here. I want my name to mean something. I want my presence to mean something. And I wasn't aware that I was doing that. And this experience made me aware that I was doing that. You know, so it was in perfect alignment with who I saw myself as. I just didn't think that anyone saw me that way. And upon realizing that they did see me that way, it just made me feel like you're succeeding at your vision for yourself, you know? And so this video is really to encourage you to go within. It is important in deciding on, it's important that you take some time to understand yourself, to figure out what makes you happy, and to figure out how, most importantly, not just what makes you happy, how you can contribute to this space, this beautiful space. I am so tired of hearing people say the world is going to come into an end, and this is bad, and everything, this is supposed to happen, it was written. You know what? We have the power to change things through God, because we are working with God. We don't work for Him, we work with Him. I will never stop saying that. And you have to take a moment and decide, how do I desire or feel that I can make this space better for the other people who are coming behind me, coming up behind me, the children, the animals, the plants, just this space. For me even, because we might choose to come back, if you believe in that kind of stuff, because I do, you know. So I just want to encourage you to find your purpose, but by going within, and let your purpose be a purpose that contributes to the well-being, the beautiful expansion of this beautiful space that we inhabit, that our children, our families, our pets, our friends, our neighbors inhabit, that we may also inhabit again. Okay, so this is basically what spirituality is. Just me encouraging you to understand that your purpose is more than a job or a career. Let it be a light, how you can contribute. Let it be, we spoke about that before, actually. your purpose is found within. It's something that should come from you, something that feeds your soul, something that makes you feel like you're making a difference in this entire world, okay? And I wanted to share that again with you just because of, from my perspective, not just from a logical book perspective, you know? Yeah, so this has been Embracing Expansion, spirituality, sorry, your spirituality segment of my channel, Embracing Expansion. I hope to resume our 4 video week with you guys, because you know I usually do Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Well, we didn't have any on Tuesday because we've done before the reads, and I am preparing myself. I don't want to just do things just to occupy time and space on YouTube. I want my videos to be, you know, coming from a genuine place of readiness and love and gratitude, you know, and vulnerability, so that it is received in that way. So hopefully next week Tuesday I will have my first, I will do the chakra. I will start a chakra introduction with you guys on Tuesday next week. Okay, so that will be the intro to our meditations for the chakras. Okay, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you've been having a beautiful week so far. The weekend is near. Everybody loves the weekend, but it's so short. Anyway, enjoy. My name is Finesse. If you see something you like or that motivates you, not just you like, that inspires you, attracts you in a good way, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And comment. Don't forget to comment. Very few people comment, and I so look forward to comment. If you want to make my day, just comment. You've made my day by just saying something, saying hi, saying thanks for the video, or even asking a question, or even criticizing the video, because I also need that so that I can be better at what I am trying to accomplish. Okay, so your feedback is also welcome. Thank you so much for watching.